Hi everyone, Yaku from tutortouch here, and in this video I will be demonstrating how to broadcast a lesson from any third-party streaming application, as well as how to record that lesson with our Capture software. Now, Capture is our full-fledged video editing and recording software that allow you to record the panel as a whole along with any peripherals, would it be a webcam or a microphone. Now, quickly just to touch onto the sizes, Capture does record in 2K, so if you record a 45-minute lesson, it will be roughly 150 megabytes. However, if you do edit the recording down afterwards and save it in 1080p, which means you lose a little bit of the video quality, however, that file size will then be 50 megabytes. Then to quickly touch onto the streaming or the third-party streaming application, I am currently using Zoom because I am extremely familiar with it. However, Skype for Business and Teams work just as well. Now, as you can see, everything is currently already set up. I am already in my meeting room. I just need to start sharing my screen. So my students are already waiting for me to start the lesson. Now I'm going to press the record button on our Capture software, and as you see, that takes me to the full screen. However, you do have the option to go to any custom sizes, and I just want to point out that I'm not using my camera, however I am using my audio. So when you're ready to start the lesson, it's as simple as pressing the record button, and then once this timer is done, everything on the panel will then be recorded. So from here, I'm going to start sharing my screen, and now this is essentially my computer. However, this is what your students will see. So with other words, wherever you are broadcasting the lesson from, they will be able to see that laptop or that tutortouch interactive panel. Then from here, I'm going to combine this with our note program just to showcase how you can quickly prepare a lesson and then edit that recording down afterwards. So I'm gone into the note program, clicked on our quick drop menu, and then I'm going to head over to our math side of the software. Now, if you click on the treasure box over here, it will open up your additional tools, and then I'm going to insert a recognized formula for us to work on. Now from here, it's as simple as writing in your formula, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Now, don't be afraid if it doesn't recognize your handwriting. It's as simple as pressing select and correct, clicking on the symbol or the number that you want to change, and then choosing the correct one. So I want to insert that formula into our panel, and then from here you can manipulate it accordingly. Would it be to make it bigger or smaller, move it around a little bit? I'm going to put it in the center of the panel, as you will see in the recording afterwards. Now, if you just had to give them the answer to a question, your lesson is of course done. However, if they need to come and write the answer on the panel for you, it's as simple as giving them access and letting them write it on the panel, and that will turn it into a nice block letter for you, for everybody to see. Now, I am officially done with my lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing my screen, which will cut the screen. However, it will keep the communication open. So if there's any questions afterwards, I can then give the answers. However, I don't have any questions, so I'm going to end the meeting for all. I'm also going to minimize the note program, and then I'm going to stop the recording over there. Now this will manipulate the recording or your video into an MP4 format, which is widely recognized. And if you're happy with your lesson, as you can see, everything we did on the panel has been recorded. Now, if you're happy with your lesson, it's as simple as pressing the export button, which will allow you to save it onto any online drive, Google Drive or OneDrive, or onto the computer itself. If you're not happy with the recording, it's as simple as pressing the edit button, and that will take you to the edit side of our software. Now from here, you can edit the track down and add some effects. So for instance, let's say you want to take away the dead air in the beginning of the video. So before I start sharing my screen, you can do that. And by doing that, you already save a little bit of space or megabytes for when compressing or manipulating the video down afterwards. So as you saw there, I took away the dead air, and let's say you made a mistake or you want to take something out in the middle of the video. It's as simple as going to where you want to, cut, and then you have separated the video in two. Now I just want to mention that now you have created an abrupt end and an abrupt start, so there might be a little bit of a visual obstruction when you are watching the video. However, if you go to our transition feature, you go down and drag a transition into the track, this will now fade your track out and then fade it back in, so you won't have an abrupt stop. Then the last one I want to touch onto is our zoom function. So this is if you want to point out something on the panel in more detail. And I just want to get to the right spot. So over there I have my formula, and then it's as simple as going into the zoom function, zooming in to where you want the content to be, pressing play, allowing it to go past the little symbols it creates there, pressing pause, and then unzooming to go back to your full screen. Now from there it creates another symbol, however that's just the zooming out part. As you can see, in a matter of seconds, I have now cut out the beginning dead air of the video. I've added a transition effect and a zoom effect. Other effects that you can add are text and watermarks. Now, once you're happy with your recording and your edit work, it's as simple as pressing the export button once again, and then saving it onto any of our online drives or onto the computer itself, allowing you to share that content to your students or your peers. Thank you so much for watching. Please follow, like, and share. My name is Yaku from tutortouch.